The market will present you with a variety of events that will put you to test. Situations that will excite your nerve, or they'll completely act against your personality or your traits. How do you handle them? How do you present yourself and tackle those situations to win in the market? In this video, we'll see the traits that affects your personality as a person and how that affects you in the market. And how can you overcome them and cultivate a mindset to be successful? So like and subscribe this channel right away so this video can reach a lot of people. See, a winner in the stock market is very, very flexible. They have a carefree attitude when it comes to trading. They don't overthink a strategy. They don't question an event or a situation. What they do is they develop a simple trading plan and execute it. They execute their plan when the opportunity presents them to execute it. They freely execute the plan and they do not feel self-reproach. No matter what the outcome is, be it a win or a loss, they just take it and move on. This is a very, very subtle mindset shift that every trader knows and reacts accordingly. They know to be successful in the market, to be a successful trader, I'll have to be flexible. I need to be flexible. I need to be flexible and be confident while executing my trades, while executing my trading plan. The more flexible I am, I'll have a greater chance of making a successful trade. I'll increase the chances of achieving and maintaining profitability. Now the big question, so how do I cultivate this mindset of being a carefree trader? How can I be carefree when I have my money in the market, in the volatile market? The market is going up, going down, going up, going sideways. It's presenting, it's giving me terror. It's a terror out there. How can I be carefree in a situation like this when there is a storm in the market? See, there are both situational and personality factors that relates to a trader's flexibility. Well, it is definitely essential to have a carefree mindset, but it is very, very tough to maintain that under a given situation, under certain situations. See, for example, if you enter the market with a sizable capital, you might develop a feeling of losing your capital. The fear of losing your capital might creep in very, very slowly. You might not even notice it's happening. It's quite normal. It's quite normal to develop the fear of losing your capital. And when that happens, and you would not notice that you are developing the fear. And when you develop it, you will never be at ease. The fear will keep nagging at your ears. Every step you take in the market, that fear will constantly murmur in your ears. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. You don't have enough money. Do not lose this trade. Don't make a loss. That is what is going to come in your ear each and every step you take in the market. That's it. The fear planted its seed where exactly it wanted it to be, in your mind. And you will never be at ease after this. With every trade you make after this, it'll keep haunting you in your ears. It'll keep murmuring you in your ears. It'll keep telling you, it'll keep reminding you, do not lose it, do not lose it, don't lose, don't lose. It'll haunt you with your fear of losing. That is why it's very commonly said that when you enter the trading world, when you enter the market, when you are new in the market, put in the money which you think you're comfortable to lose. Enter the trading world with the money which you can afford to lose and take proper risk management. And now when you do that, you know at the back of your mind that you have nothing to lose now, because the money which you have taken into consideration in your trading, you have already considered it to be lost. So if the money is already lost, the fear of losing will not hover in your mind. It will not be heavy on your mind. And when the fear of losing doesn't become heavy on your mind, it eases your mind and then you become carefree. You can now cultivate a carefree mindset. And that becomes the foundation for a flexible approach to trading. Well, having said that, it's not very easy to mold your character, your personality, and change it altogether when you're in the market. It's definitely not a very easy task, and that is why most people fail. This is where it comes when you are inflexible to change your personality traits. When you find it difficult to change your personality. It's like saying all of a sudden, it's like telling an introvert person to stand in front of a stage and speak his heart out, or give a speech in front of 10,000 people. He will be shocked. Why? Because he has not faced it. That's not how he grew up. Most of this comes from his childhood, his parents. They are the critics. If you do this, this will be your consequences. If you do that, these will be your consequences. Consequences. You are already frightened. They have already given you a deadline or a punishment line. If you make a mistake, you will be punished. Having grown up under this punishment pressure for the last 20-25 years, and asking you suddenly to change your personality trait, to be more flexible and do not overthink or make any mistake or do something wrong, that's absurd, isn't it? Many would not be able to fathom or grab the opportunity at all. They would just shut it off. Your childhood, your school days trait stays with you even in your adulthood. You tend to overthink every decision you take in your life. You are fearful of the punishments that you might have to take if you make a mistake. But I understand in real life, it's essential that you take precautions, but in the trading world, there isn't anything that you can do about it. Certainly, you can anticipate a little bit from the annual reports, from the environments, from the government policies about what's going to come up next, what's going to happen next, the international events, the rate hikes, or the RBI policy changes, or whatever it is. Yeah, definitely, you can guess something. You can anticipate a movement in the trend, but that's about it. For the majority of the time, the market is unpredictable. Yes, you can guess a bit, but majority of the time, the market is unpredictable. You have to accept what the market has to offer you. That's it. You cannot impose your will in the market. So, have a carefree attitude, because there is nothing that you can do about it. जो हो रहा होने दो यार, कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो आप, बिंदास रहो. So what's best is, do the best that you can. Let the market offer you what it has to offer you. Do the best you can, put in a trade, and wait for what happens. Wait for the things to happen. That is where you have to be flexible. But in other words, on the flip side, if you are inflexible, if you cannot be carefree, you tend to develop a mindset that I can control the event. I can come out of this. What if I make a mistake? These are the consequences. These are the problems that I'll be facing. No. You have to account it for by taking in small trades. If you are inflexible, you tend to believe that you can control the destiny. You can control what's going to happen. You tend to panic because you are taught from your childhood days that you cannot make a mistake. You tend to believe that there has to be a right moment. You know that. You falsely believe that it's possible to account for every possibility. In the trading world, such beliefs are unproductive. They cause anxiety, self-doubt, and self-hesitation, nothing else. So keep this in mind. In the end, there is no one on earth who can predict the market. So there is no point in trying and no point in feeling bad that you are able to or you are not able to do so. Don't try to do the impossible. Trade like a flexible trader. Make small trades. Take out the fear of loss, the fear of monetary loss by putting in very small amounts. Develop the attitude of carefree trading. Cultivate the carefree trading attitude, and that's the only way by which you can trade carefully, nicely, and profitably. That's all for today. See you again in the next video. Till then, SG signing off. Goodbye.